All right, hey guys, so it's Miss B here, and we're about to kind of review some of our coordinate plane things that you've been doing with Miss Reynolds and Miss Strauss. So let me get you set up here, and we're going to kind of move you a little closer. You might not be able to see Miss B, but that's okay. All right, so what are we talking about? So remember, when we were making our graphic organizer foldable, we said that this was Q1, this is Q2, all right, oops, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Now, remember, the Q's stand for our quadrant. And let me push you back just a little bit. Can you see Q1? Our Q1. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm still trying to work this all out. Okay, so when we look at this here, we have 4 quadrants. Now, I was always taught when I was growing up to think of it like a big, giant C, okay? That's how you can remember the order at the quadrants. Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. All right, so there's also another thing we have to remember. In quadrant number 1, our points are always going to be positive, positive. All right, so remember, a point is always an X value, then a Y. Do you remember which one's X and which one's Y? Good. This is our X axis, and it goes in both directions. All right, and then this is our Y axis, all right, and that too goes in both directions. All right, so X, Y. So when I go to plot points, I'm going to first move over either left or right, and then I'm going to go either up or down. All right. So in quadrant number 1, like you practiced yesterday with our game, is that it's going to be positive, positive. When you rolled the dice, let's say you got 2, 3. That means you go over 1, 2 spaces, then up 1, 2, 3. And that's where my point would go. All right. This would be the point 2, 3, because the 2 is my X and the 3 is my Y. All right, so this one was pretty easy, but not all the quadrants are positive, positive. We have to pay special attention to that. In quadrant 2, we move in the negative direction on the Y-axis, but to get in this area, it's going to be positive in the Y. So we say that it is negative, positive. All right, so let's test this out. Let's say I wanted the point negative 4, 3. That means I'm going to go in the negative direction, which you know is this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have to go up 3. Since it's positive, I go up. So 1, 2, 3. And that would mean my point would be here on my graph. All right? It's over 4 in the negative direction because it's a negative 4, but up 3 to get in Q2. How do I get in Q3? Well, that's an excellent question. So let's take a look at that. Notice the points surrounding it, or the numbers surrounding it, are both negative. So these are going to be negative, negative. All right. So if I wanted to plot the point negative 5, negative 1, I'd go over in the negative direction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'd have to go down negative 1, So my point would be right about here. It lines up this way with -1, and it's at -x. So I went over 5 first, and then down -1. And that's what the negative tells me in front of the 1 in the y's place. It tells me you're going down. All right, last but not least is quadrant number 4, and this is positive, negative. If I look at the numbers surrounding it, I recognize that these numbers are positive, but these numbers are negative. So when I go to plot the point, let's say 2, -5, I have to go over 1, 2, but because this is negative, it's telling me to go down. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it puts me right here. So it's really important that you guys practice recognizing what is the signs. In quadrant 1, it's positive, positive. There's positive here and positive here surrounding it. In quadrant 2, it's negative, positive. It's negative, then positive. The order it goes in depends on our point, because remember, we always do x and then y. Over here, it's surrounded by negative, negative, so both our numbers will be negative. Then over here, we have some positive, then negatives. The positive goes first because we always do our x value and then our y value. I hope this makes sense. Let's do some practice now.